Hi everyone. In the last video, we create the models, the quiz model, the question and the answer that are related to the quiz app, but we forgot a little tiny detail. We should do the migrations. So now we have the models, but they are not running. And if you come like here, Python manage.py, if you run the server, you can see that we have 18 unapplied migrations. So I think we should start for the migrations. Okay, so to do the manage, we do Python manage.py. First we do make migrations to add these models. No, change the date. Okay, so now let's do migrate to actually do the migrations, and if everything is correct, we have here the fields, and 1, 2, 3, it appears that the one were not added, but let's see. So best way to see it's in the Django admin. So you come here, you go to 8000, you add admin, and now we just have to log in. So you have like the username and the password. So now what you have to do first is to create a super user. So you do Python manage.py, create super user. Now the name that I will give here is Danny. Mail does not matter, because we are going to enter with the username mail.com, password one easy for remember. Here there is some validation, but you don't need to enter the 8 characters like they say, so we are going to bypass yes, and I'm going to enter, and there it is. We are now in our Django admin page, but as I suspected, that migrations were not applied, and there is a reason why. At least in admin page, I know why, because we haven't set the model on admin. You actually have to register the model, or the models in this case, in the admin page. So what we are going to do now, it's from models, import quiz, question and answer, and let's create some custom admins, so to add a little bit more information, or this is to manipulate the information the way we want. For example, here it's going to be admin model.admin, and you want to display the list, so we access the property list display, and what we want here, it's the ID and the title. Okay, next, let's just for now to register the classes, so for you to have a grasp why we are customizing our admin. So let's register. If you are customizing, you put first the quiz and after the class that you are using to customize. So here we're registering the quiz. Next, you add if you just want to register the quiz raw, you just put the model. So here we register the question and answer. And now it's registered. So if you click make migrations, again, no change detected. Let me see why. Okay, I believe I know why. Because we actually created the app, but I don't remember to register here in the main app, so in the settings. So we have external apps like course headers, REST framework, and now I'm understanding some things. What you have to do here, it's add the quiz app that we created. It's going to be here. And let's make migrations again. Okay, now we are getting some errors, which is good. So it means that the Django app is recognizing the quiz. So we have like type error, verbose name. So it's not verbose, it's verbose. Let's do again. No attribute model. Where it is, admin line 7. Okay, so here it's not this, it's admin dot model admin. Let's keep this good. This with that we are able to see all the bugs. And for quiz migrations, there is, we have our first migration in quiz. So now we have the question, the quiz, and the answer. And if we come here and we see what is wrong, okay, I have to run the server again. Want to apply migration. Let's see. Okay, and now we have what we want. We have our app here. We have the quiz, the answers, the questions, and the quiz. For example, and as you see, this is using the verbose name that we specified on the model quizzes to populate here. And again, if you will set up this is another language, we could use the translation features that Django has to easy translate these things. And let's see that what you have in answers. The moment, no such table with answer. And question, no such table. Here we have also any table. Okay, now it's working fine. We already add some data. You can add a little more. But for example, the thing that was missing, it was that command, the migrate. So what we did before, it was now we have made change in the models, so you have no change detected. But after the make migrations, we have to actually to migrate it. And after applying the migrations, you come here and you can add things here. So for example, let's put here my name as author and new quiz 2. And we forget. We're going to name this quiz of the year. Save. Now we have here to quiz. And one thing that you can already see here, it's the way things are being displayed here are different from the questions and the answers, because this display, it's a default display, but we already made a custom display in the quiz admin. So we are saying you want to display ID and title, and it's going to create a table displaying the two information. So let's add some questions to the quiz of the year. As the question is related to the quiz, we can already capture the feature that the field quiz is going to be related to the quiz that are available. So here we have created 2 quizzes, and now we can select which quiz we want to create the question. So for the quiz of the year, let's ask, what is the chemical symbol of gold? It's going to be a true question in the field after. And add this, and it's saved here. And again, now to explain why we add the string method here, it's, for example, if we remove here and we try to update again, this, instead of saying in a nicely and intuitive way which question we're referring to, it's referring about the object in itself. So for more clarity, we add here the string model. And now if we update again, we have the questions beautiful added. Next, let's add an answer. Also, each answer is related to a question. So it is a foreign key field. So we want to relate with the question, what is the chemical symbol of gold? We can put CD, which means nothing. And let's add another answer. We can put AU, which is actually true. And we can keep going to add, for example, same fee, that one, BTC, chemical symbol for gold, or AG, which stands from Argenta, which is silver. And now that we have created like a quiz, at least in the admin, a quiz with only one question. So you already fail or you nail on it. You just have 2 options. You go from 0 to 100. And with 4 answers. With only one, it's right. And now that we have doing this was good to have better visualization of actually it's happened in the models that we have created here and how it's going to work in the future. And what you have to do now, it's keeping complete the admin. So for example, to add more classes to it. So let's make here question admin dot model admin, and this is not good. Okay, and what went here, it's some fields. It's going to be the title, the quiz, and also a list display, which is going to be the same thing as this, but not exactly, because we want the title, the quiz to which it refers to, and created that just to have a little bit more information. And now if you come here, you see there is no changes. Why? Because every time that you create custom model, you have to register this here also. Now, as you can see, we have like more information. So now we have the question, and we can see when this question was created and to which quiz it is related to. So let's do the same thing for the admin. list display. It's going to be answer test is right and question. Do the same thing and that's done. We are going to do only one thing more, which is going to be useful. For example, answer inline model. We're going to use tabular inline model. It's going to be answer, and the fields that you're going to use, they are going to be answer text and is right. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to add this in the question admin. So you come here and you add the inlines parameter or property, and let's refresh this. Feels like we have an error. Must be a list of tuples. Okay. Tuples are list. Let's do that this way. Okay, so let's come here. Okay, let's start to see the quizzes, the same thing. The questions, also the same thing. But now we have the answers. And look, it is much more beautiful. You can come to admin page and see which questions are right or wrong. And you can see that these answers are referring to the same question by watching this here. And some nice thing now. So for example, if you come here and add a question, because we add the answer in line and here like the fields, the title, the quiz, and also the inlines. So every time when we add new question, we can display the information here, or actually we can write the information of the answers in the question. So this is an easy way to create a new answer in the admin page. And now let's add a question. What is the capital of Italy for the quiz of the year? And we have like 3 questions for default. Let's add Juventus. Let's add Milan. Let's add Pisa. And let's add Rome. And of course, we know, all of us, that the right answer is Pisa. Definitely. It's safe. It's not wrong. Pisa city. Okay, and we can have here the capital of Italy. I'd like to see it. We forget here the symbol. And let's do that correctly now. And there we have. So now we have created, actually the models were already created in the last video. So we have the models. We now migrate the models so they are properly working and store in our database. In the case of Django, is this one. We use SQLite 3, and we discovered today how the admin page works, and we even create like our first quizzes, questions, and answers here. Yeah, but the goal, it's not to create the answers in the admin page. It's to actually create in the front end with the API. And this is why we're going to need serializers and views, which we're going to see that in the next video. So if you enjoyed the video, put a like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next video.